Ever since the death of my father in the San Diego Central Jail, I've been advocating for social changes through Saving Lives in Custody California, through nonprofit organization that we have established as a grassroots organization to prevent in custody deaths at the local level. I am making this video today to talk about my father who died in the San Diego Central Jail. He passed away. He passed away March 17th, 2022 at the San Diego Central Jail. He was found unresponsive. My dad had a history of being combative when he is not on his psychiatric medicine. He has known psychiatric disorders such as bipolar and schizophrenia, and they failed to treat this while he was in custody. His death was ruled a homicide due to the ineffective care and treatment of his schizophrenia, which ultimately led to his death. He was dependent upon others for his care. During the time that he was incarcerated, he began to reject meals, water, and his pills, to which he would have his psychotic disorders relieved. His cause of death was an ulcer, dehydration, malnutrition, pneumonia, pulmonary emphysema, and COVID-19. During the time that he was incarcerated, he lost about 1/3 of his body weight, which ultimately was about 60 pounds, and he weighed only 105 pounds when they found him unresponsive. He weighed over 160 pounds when he went in, and he stood over 6 feet tall. The whole time that he was incarcerated, which was 3 months, he was placed on administrative segregation where he deteriorated mentally and physically rapidly. And his vital signs were not checked since he was brought into the central jail. He was really sick and incompetent to stand trial, and they didn't check his vital signs to ensure that he was healthy enough to stand trial, and he wasn't ready for it. To let it be known, his living conditions were inhumane. He had feces smeared all across his cell, in his living space. He had excrement in the toilet. He had excrement and food smeared all over the floor and walls. He had insect larvae inside of the food that was smeared all across the floor and on the walls. And on top of that, there was trash everywhere. My dad was innocent until proven guilty. He was in a phase of due process as a pre-detention detainee, and he never lived to make it past his sentencing. He died before he even got sentenced, and he was booked on a parole violation. But the truth is, my dad should have never been put into a jail in the first place. He should have been transferred to a psychiatric hospital where he has been before and placed in the San Bernardino Psychiatric Patent Hospital, where he would get his doses of antipsychotic medication to be able to live. Because they failed to treat my dad's schizophrenia, he ultimately lost his life while in custody, and that is why I'm advocating for him today. Thank you. Lastly, to let it be known, his death was ruled a homicide. It is very rare that homicides are ruled upon, but it took a whole year to determine the cause of my dad's death, and it was determined and ruled a homicide because he was dependent upon others for his care.